With just 6 games left of the regular season, this will define everything for the Boston Red Sox moving forward. We have just 6 games left in the regular season, and the Red Sox have not yet solidified that playoff spot that we've all wanted them to have since like 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. Welcome to another edition of Red Sox Digest. I am Sean Barry. Before we get into everything, if you are a part of the 75.2% that is not subscribed, please make sure you do so and help us get on that journey to 6,000 subscribers. Regular season is wrapping up. It is come time for the playoffs to be set in the major leagues. The Red Sox have not yet solidified that spot that, quite frankly, we've all thought they were going to have in a very long time. Sox going into final off day for 6-game sprint to the postseason. It's getting close, ladies and gentlemen. Red Sox are 5 games back behind the Blue Jays with 3 games with the Blue Jays in Toronto starting tomorrow. It's going to be a fight to the death, basically, for the Boston Red Sox. All they need is to just win that series and then win the next series. They can afford 1 game from each, not 2, not 3. Definitely not 3 from each, because that would be very, very, very poor. The Red Sox did lose last night 7-3 against the Rays, but they still did come out of that series with a win. Not anything to be worried about. Alex Bregman did play really, really, really phenomenal baseball. He has just been locked in, at least this past series. He hasn't played very well this past month, but the last series against the Rays, he played pretty well. He had a ton of RBIs. He just was the Alex Bregman that we were used to seeing, which was really, really good. You can't sit and dwell on this game. It's way too late in the year, said Alex Bregman. Got to keep going, got to keep pushing forward and get a good off day today and get ready for Toronto. That's it, plain and simple. The Red Sox, I think, are very, very locked in for this series against the Blue Jays. Again, they can afford to lose 1 game. Definitely not 2. Certainly not 3. If they lose 3 games, it's going to look really, really rough, and they are going to have to go into Fenway and sweep the Tigers. But if they can afford to lose 2 games, or 2 games total for the rest of the year, which I think is very, very possible, the Blue Jays, I don't think, yes, they are first place in the AL East, but I don't think they're that much of a threat against the Red Sox. I do personally think the Red Sox are a better team, and I do think the Red Sox are a better team than the Tigers as well, and those are our last 2 series for the regular season. Bregman's response approach helped the young team have the right mindset in the final week of the regular season. As for standings update, here's what it looks like. The Red Sox are in possession of the second American League wildcard spot, holding 1 game lead over both the Guardians and the Astros. However, it is essentially amounts to a 2-game lead over those clubs because Boston won the season series against both, which is really, really great to see, while catching the Yankees for the top wildcard spot, which would mean hosting a best-of-3 series doesn't seem all that feasible for a 3-game deficit to their rivals. The possibility hasn't been eliminated. The Red Sox have also won their season series against the Yankees, which gives them the tiebreaker. So that's good news to hear, but I would obviously prefer if the Red Sox were to have that have that top wildcard spot over the Yankees. As you can see, the Red Sox are a little bit behind the Yankees in they're 3 games behind the Yankees, which is fine, but that means the Yankees do have to lose the next couple of series for the Red Sox to solidify that top wildcard spot, which again, as that piece of the article said, it's very, very feasible, but will it happen? Most likely, probably not. But again, it's baseball. Anything can happen. So just be looking at not only the Red Sox scores, but the Yankees scores as well. Because if the Red Sox do somehow take that top wildcard spot, is going to be very, very great, because that means they're going to host whoever they play in the playoffs. The playoff picture bracket, manager Alex Cora says the club will keep focused on the baseball instead of the math, which I think is a very, very, very solid mindset, because if the team is going to just keep track of the standings and stuff, then they're going to be kind of locked out of all of that, like all of the games, and they need to play in the playoffs. In my opinion, if they don't make the playoffs this year, which is looking like they're going to make the playoffs, so that's really good. But worst case scenario is they don't make the playoffs. I think Alex Cora's time with the Boston Red Sox will be coming to an end if that is the case. But again, I don't see that being the case. While the team is 7-9 since losing Roman Anthony, the Red Sox, in my opinion, brightest, most popular, pretty freaking fantastic star with an oblique strain. It's just been kind of tough because they haven't won as much as they did. He just brought so much energy to the team, and he just brought so much. He was clutch. He just did anything. But the offense is looking a little bit better. This past series against the Rays, it definitely looked really, really solid. Just last night, obviously losing wasn't the best thing to happen. But again, they could have afforded to lose that game. They did still come out of that series with a win. So that's nothing to be worried about. The team just had an off night, which is fine. But the Red Sox do have very, very, very interesting situation going on with Cedar Rafaela. He is currently slumping more than Bregman. He's slashing 158, 220, and 245 over the 39-game stretch from August 14th to just last week. In Tampa, Rafaela did bat 500 with a pair of doubles, which is fantastic. He had a great catch last night. He hit pretty well in the series against the Rays. And Jarren Duran did move to that leadoff spot since Roman Anthony has been out with that injury. And Jarren Duran has shown us why he has been chosen for that leadoff spot and why he's been chosen in the past for that leadoff spot with that bomb that he hit the other night. Jarren Duran, I think, is finding his footing. He is finding his footing back again. He was struggling a little bit towards middle of the season, but now I think he's back, and I think he's going to not only lead this team to the playoffs, but he's going to lead them to a bunch of wins in the playoffs. Masataka Yoshida, obviously he struggled for this series. He had one or two RBIs, maybe 5 for 14. Whatever. Everybody that has been watching knows how I stand on Masataka Yoshida. I think paying him like $18 million or whatever it is absolutely insane. I don't think he's worth that money. I think he should not be on the Boston Red Sox next season, but obviously he is now, so I'm going to root for him, but I don't think he is what the Red Sox need, especially he's not the best outfielder they have. He's definitely not even close to the best outfielder they have. He plays DH sometimes, and he's not even the best hitter they have. So he just fills a spot on the roster that doesn't need to be there because he's just not good. We have better players than him, and I don't know why he's consistently in the lineup multiple games. Anyway, I thought the biggest thing, my takeaway from the series is offensively we were good, said Bregman. We're in a lot better spot than we were. We were putting pressure on the defense. We're running the bases. We're on base pretty much every inning. I do agree with what Alex Bregman said. They have been getting on base a ton, but they have been stranding a ton of players on base, which kind of pisses me off because they've had a ton of games, not only in the series against the Rays, but moving just a couple weeks back, even earlier in the season, that they've had the bases loaded, 2 men on, man in scoring position with no outs, and somehow they don't score a single run in that inning. That, in my opinion, is something that we should worry about moving into the playoffs is the Red Sox leaving men stranded on base because obviously you need to score runs to win games in the playoffs. So let's just hope that they fix that and that gets better. Wilyer Abreu is back, however. That is great news for the Boston Red Sox. He did play DH last night. He batted 8th. He played pretty good. I think he might have had 1 hit. But again, he's been gone for a whole month of baseball, so having him back is going to be a huge factor for the playoff push and these next 2 series and in the playoffs itself. According to Sean McAdam on Mass Live, Alex Cora is flipping Garrett Crochet and Brayan Bello for the final 2 games of the Blue Jays series. In my opinion, we have to worry more about the Blue Jays than we do about the Tigers because the Blue Jays are better than the Tigers. So having Crochet still be able to pitch in the Blue Jay series is great, and having Bello give him one more day. Bello's played unbelievable this year. That gives Bello a breather, Cora said, and keeps Garrett in line for that thanks to Monday off, hopefully getting the game 1 of the wild card series. Obviously, Garrett Crochet is our ace. We do need him to be that guy moving forward for this season. He's played in 31 games. He's pitched almost 200 innings. He's only given up 24 homers. He has 249 strikeouts with 162 hits, and he's averaging 7.4 hits per 9 inning, and he has a 2.69 ERA. Garrett Crochet, at 26 years old, is the ace of the Boston Red Sox, and he's going to be that ace moving forward. Garrett Crochet is going to be a Game 1 starter moving forward. Garrett Crochet is going to be Cy Young of the entire league, the entire American League this year. And Brayan Bello, 3.34 ERA, 28 games with 161 innings pitched, with only 16 homers allowed, with 121 strikeouts, with 144 hits allowed. Brayan Bello has finally found his footing, and he's been playing pretty phenomenal baseball. It's just very electric stuff. He's getting out of jams. He's getting clutch strikeouts, getting just clutch outs. So that's really great to see. And again, with Wilyer being back on this team, he does tend to steal a good amount. He has 6 stolen bases with only 97 strikeouts, with 89 hits, with 356 at-bats and 22 homers. Again, he just has that pop that is going to be very, very helpful in the playoffs for the Red Sox. And then obviously Alex Bregman, he was in a slump earlier in the week / earlier in the month, but now, in my opinion, I think after getting his confidence back against the Rays, he is going to play pretty well. He only has 1 stolen base this year, but he does have a ton of hits and 18 homers with 62 RBIs. So Alex Bregman is going to also help the Red Sox with that playoff push, because he knows what it takes to win a lot of games in the playoffs, and not only win a lot of games in the playoffs, but win rings. So that is all I have for you today. That is just a playoff update for the Boston Red Sox. Just keep your eye out. Game 1 against the Blue Jays is tomorrow. Lucas Giolito is scheduled to start. Keep your eye out on the Red Sox scores, the Yankees scores, all of the teams that are in contention with the Red Sox, but mostly keep track of the Red Sox scores. Let me know what you guys think of the playoff picture for the Boston Red Sox. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, do all of that fun stuff. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Go Sox.